Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Fool's Town here in Cities Skylines. Now guys, before we jump straight into this, I'm going to point this out right now. I've done a lot of stuff since the last episode. I've removed a lot of stuff. I've kind of been battling the industry area for quite some time and the imports and exports. And basically, it's all gone. I've completely changed everything. I'll go for everything I'm going to change. What's my plans with the city? And we're going to replace a lot of things today and hopefully get some new stuff all set up, which I'm quite excited about. So basically, remember this area with all the industry? Well, it kind of doesn't exist anymore. And I'll tell you why and why it was quite important. Well, basically, so for those that can remember, all this side here was industry. All that there was industry. We had 4 cargo harbors in total here, all exporting. We've now reduced it down to 1 over there, which it's not being used that much solely because we don't have any industry. I've kind of got rid of it all. And that's because industry was not placed perfect. It was not placed perfect for my export routes. And I still have some industry. We got this one here we added in recently, which it's being used by kind of exporting to the big cargo airport, which is really, really handy for us. Seems to be something going on over here. What's going on over here? Why are they stopping? Oh, because there's a little backlog here of cars trying to get in. Got you. Well, that should kind of filter in just fine, hopefully. It's kind of... Is there traffic lights on this? Let's remove traffic lights. That kind of get rid of that little issue there. But anyway, I want to do more industry, but kind of set it up a lot better. A lot more easier, because the problem I had was it was so dense, the industry in this area. The traffic was ridiculous. So we are going to have industry, but we're going to kind of place it various places throughout the city rather than having it all focused in one area, because it caused us some huge issues. So with this then, the reason I haven't kind of zoned much of it, I've done a little bit of residential there just so we got some more workers. It's solely because I've been waiting for the land value to increase. And we're going to go for that today. Also, I put some industry over here where our other kind of export section is, the cargo train terminal there. And look how small that is, this little industry area. That's probably as big as I want them to be as I progress through the game. So, lots changed. It's pretty sweet. And hopefully it works things out. The city is a bit more fluid as well. I've kind of reduced the buses. Another kind of issue I had was if I go to view the buses right now, you can see vehicles. Some of them had like 30 to 40 buses on each route, which I found was a bit ridiculous. Yeah, I know. So I've reduced a lot of the routes. Now there's a reasonable amount of buses per route, which is really handy because it's now up to 1,000 residents using the buses, which is pretty cool too. So let's get a few things all set up then. So ultimately I'm trying to progress. Oh, this is another thing as well. I've had some toll roads just there. This looks a little bit weird. The reason I got rid of this one is because they were favouring going down here and merging around. It was causing huge traffic jams. So the little dips there, and if you want to go anywhere else, just loop yourself around. It works fine. I've been testing it. But ultimately, we got a little toll road there, which is generating us some money. Generating us nearly $500 a week. Not bad. So yeah, we're going to get quite a few stuffs in today. So we got a recycling centre there, which I probably want to get rid of that. I want to do some we've got recycling centers over here. I want to get some residential, maybe even some offices in this area too. What's this here? It's a Ghostbusters fire station. I've got a few of these buildings because I'm trying to progress towards getting all the cool stuff in eventually. So we got a little bit of residential demand. We got a little bit of commercial. Let's put some stuff in this area then. So I'm thinking we go offices in this area. Because it's near some of this recycling stuff, it's probably not the best place to live, but it should be okay to work in. That's my thought behind it. Also, more jobs as well, because we do have demand for industry still. So we're going to plant down as much offices as possible and get all that in. So that'll be a nice little office area, which will be pretty sweet. They can take advantage of stuff like this university down here too. More Ghostbusters, another police station. There's 2 fire stations there, funnily enough. But, you know what it is. Hopefully get some money back in return. We got residential up here, which I want to keep this all residential as well. It's a pretty cool place for the residential. But we also need some commercial. So I'm thinking, where should we place the... Should we have the commercial shopping area at the bottom? I'm about to say, are many people using this bridge no more because we got rid of all the industry? We need to get some commercial in. So I'm thinking we do a nice little section of commercial here. We'll fill these blocks up here with commercial. Have it all running across. Right, there we go. Commercial's all in there. Finalise this little bit of commercial up too. There we go. Nice chunks of commercial. It's all got power and water because it was previously the industry area. But we got that set up. It's actually going to be pretty dope, this is. It's actually going to be pretty dope. We do have various bus routes and stuff linked to various spots. But as we get more and more stuff in, it'll all eventually just fill up. It will all eventually just fill up. So hopefully this now doesn't affect the city too much and also keeps it, or puts me where I need it to be. I got rid of some of the oil wells in this area because a lot of it was kind of, you know, not going too well. There's not enough buyers for products apparently too. So I feel like I need to delete some of these. We have too many in this. This is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to kind of make these areas more fluid. We get rid of... Let's see, let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of 2 of these as well. I'm trying to make the areas more fluid and more functional. Get rid of these 2. We don't need these 2. Reduce the production. I mean, we still make profit, but we reduce the production so we don't have all these issues coming out of it. The farmyard is okay for now. So this is all I've been doing. I've literally trying to be like, you know, fine-tuning the whole city since last episode. Just doing my best. Traffic flows nicely. It's all looking good. I like this area. I just don't know why. I just really like this area. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So the demands are now dropping again, which is fine. That's always going to happen. So let's see what we don't have in. So we've got all this, level 1. We got all level 2. Oh, we don't have all level 2. We still got a little bits and bobs. Fancy malls here. All tax rates at most 4%. Wow. I want to get everything that I can get in first. We've got the Grand Library. It's quite a big building, isn't it? Can I squeeze in the Grand Library anywhere? Do you know what we'll do? We'll kind of fine-tune these areas. So just get rid of those there. And this side. Get rid of those there, nice big chunks. We can create nice big blocks and stuff. Kind of create like a really nice waterfront. Get rid of these electrical sections. Doesn't affect any more power, does it? No, we're okay. Right, and let's use this then. So the Grand Library, we're going to be like centralized just there. That'll be a nice place for that. We also have this, the Sea Fortress. I'm not too sure where to place the Sea Fortress down. It seems a little weird, the Sea Fortress does. But the library's in. That'll kind of boost this area up anyway. We'll come back to the Sea Fortress a little bit later. We also have stuff like this. The Services Building. Which again is another big one. Do I get these big, like a lot of these big buildings in? Oh, we have an issue over here with the bus route. Let's kind of move that. Where should I drag it to here? We've got to move this one as well. There we go. Just outside the library and stuff. All right, not bad. Fixing all the issues right now, guys. Okay, so we have the servicing services building. We also have the aquarium. The expo center is another one. So I think we'll go for the services building first. We'll drop this here. There we go. The aquarium, again, is another big building. This is going to be a really nice area in terms of, you know, fun things to do. So we could set up a lot of commercial in this area. The expo center. And we also have the high interest tower. Now this is a big one. Do I want something that big there? Probably not. Right, we still haven't unlocked any of these, so we need to build the Modern Art Museum. Construct stadium. I feel like I've done a stadium. Have I not? That's the football stadium. Is there another type of stadium? I feel like there is somewhere. What's this? The floating gardens. Right, this sea fortress thing anyway. Should I set this up over here, giving this area something else? I feel like I should. Let's drop it there. There's no road leading to it just yet, but we'll create one. So let's go for a nice little windy road coming off this. So bring it out by 1. And we could bend it round. There we go. Which actually looks really, really cool. And we'll drop down some like... Should we do dirt path? Let's do some dirt paths. We'll make it a nice little area. So we'll do a nice little crossing just there. That kind of just merges over. We'll do something over here too. Like that. And why don't we do one that comes slightly from the zoo area? And from the car parking area. It's quite cool, isn't it? Oh, it needs water too to be... And it needs power? Really? Right, we'll drop down one of these. There we go, just to kind of hook it all up. That's quite a cool thing, the little sea fortress. It's like a castle in the ocean. Well, in the river. Which is not too bad. I like it. I like that. Anyway, so we've got these big buildings in. Eventually have like high demand commercial around it. So we can create really nice skyscrapers to kind of like complement these buildings. They would go really, really well. Okay. So, stuff like this then, this is kind of like changes how we produce it. I don't know if I should place this stuff in. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to kind of place that stuff in eventually. We have like Central Park. Damn, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. Anyway, let's keep away from that for now then. What's going on down here? Still got issues. Not enough buyers for products. That's because we're producing way too much. I'm trying to reduce the production that we got. We should be fine. Okay, so how's this industry area over here doing? This is kind of okay. There's not too much bother or too much demand that takes up that stuff. Also, another question I want to ask you guys. A lot of you are asking for me to build an international airport. And I've noticed something. I don't even have the international airport. Is it one of the DLCs, expansion packs that I gotta get for this? I feel like it is. If it is, let me know which one it is, because I really want to get that in. And I think we should take a look at now then, something I want to do at cable carts. Now, cable carts, I've been thinking for a long time that we set a cable cart system going all the way up here to our kind of national park. Where is it going to come from? I don't know. It all depends on how we kind of place them down. So we have the end of line cable cart stop. We have the cable cart stop in general. And it has to be connected to a road, doesn't it? It does. So, where do I connect it? That's the question. That is the question right now. Where do I choose to connect this? I kind of want it over here somewhere. I just don't know why. Because they walk up anyway, but it feels like a really good coming down the hill kind of type of connection. Or maybe we have it... Ooh, there's a lot of foot traffic over here. Do you know what? Got an idea, guys. I've got an idea for the cable cart system. So if I drop it just there, and then we have an end of line cable cart. Let's place this one, yeah, here. And we've got to connect those up. So the idea is, if we... Okay, we're going to have to move that. The better crematorium. There we go. So let's start to bring this up by 2. And we can't do bends or anything like that, so it's all free placing. So it bends around like that. And then it's going to follow along now. If it will allow me to squeeze it all in. I have a feeling at some point it's going to stop. And we need to kind of go up there, don't we? So we kind of do have to start thinking about the turn. Right, something's going to have to get... Oh, no. I might say something's have to get destroyed, but we can manage this. This is actually really cool. Okay, so where do I connect it to? Okay, straight there. Right, now, is that going to work? Are they going to start pumping out the cable carts? Yes, they are now. So we'll see if they use this. All it is, it's a way just to get up to here. That's all it is. It's just for function purposes. There's nothing else. Not trying to make money off it, not trying to kind of solve any issues. It's just for the fun of having it in, which is quite cool. So if they wanted to get over here then, they just got to cross the road there or there or there, whatever it may be. I'm interested to find out if anyone's going to use it. It'd be interesting to see. It's quite a cool thing to have in. Let's get some peeps over here. Nobody's using this yet. It is... I like it. I like how it kind of like just kind of filters over the city. It's pretty cool. So, demands then. We've got... We should... You know what? We're gonna get all the demand in that we need. So, I'm going to want this all to be commercial. All the commercial around the landmarks. Because eventually what we'll have set up is this being like a nice little tourist hotspot. And we can like have tours and stuff like that. We'll throw a little bit of office demand in just around this. Just there, give them a little bit extra. This is all going to be residential. Same over here. Get that demand all in. Because we're going to need as many people living in this area as possible to, you know, surplus that demand. There we go. Just get rid of the wind turbine. Right, that's all in as well. Again, we've got low demands and everything, so it'll take a while for any of this all to get physically built anyway. But it's going pretty well. So I just want to see this... right, anybody using it yet? Still no passengers just yet. Again, it's going to take a while for anyone to even decide they want to go up that way. It is quite a way, isn't it? It is quite a way out. So I've chose to go around that way and up when I could have just kind of followed this around and connected up to there. Yeah, I kind of did that a little bit weird, didn't I? You did, didn't you, Seniac? You did, boy. But we'll give it some time and see if anybody chooses to use it. Nobody could choose to use it. It could have been a pointless exercise. That would be annoying if nobody chose to use it. Right, losing a bit of money there. We need more buyers. But we need more industry, don't we? We do need more industry. Should we get a nice little section of industry up, or should we just like plant some in various spots? Where could a nice clump of industry go next? Like dirty industry, that's what I'm talking about. What's your issue? Not enough educated workers? What is my worker situation in terms of education? We got a lot of educated people. What about population-wise? 14% is unemployed. Interesting. That's quite a low number, isn't it? That is a fairly low number. So let's look towards getting a little industry area set up then. And I'm thinking, I wanted this to be offices, but what if we had like a small little bit there, and that can be used off this? That would be quite nice. This like a small little dirty industry, and it gets overlooked by high-tech offices. Right, we'll play around with the design for this. So we have a nice little 2 road coming off the kind of this beauty. Have it bend round like that, and we'll have some roads coming off it then. So at the very end, let's do some straight, or straight-ish. Comes off there, there, and there. We'll have a connection just there and there. So let's do some bends. Maximize the amount of space that we have. Do the same over here. Might as well connect that up. Same with this, might as well connect that up too. Or should I do, no, we'll do it from this one. There we go. Create a beauty of a connection. Now we'll keep it like, we'll keep that empty and free. That should be a decent size for an industry area. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complex. Just straight to the point. That's literally all it is. Right, it'll all have water now. Power-wise, it's going to need some power. Let's get this all painted and set up then. So, get it all in. Bam, 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 bam. And in terms of exports, the area to export will be down to this little duct there. And then we'll do some like little decorations and plant stuff around it, just to kind of like fill in all the gaps and stuff like that. But it's not bad, is it? It's going to take a while though just to get up and running, because we have no demands for anything at the moment. No demands for everything. I think we should wait it out then. Try and get all this demand in. Let's make sure I got everything here that I need zoning to be zoned. Yes, 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 yes. We have little gaps in the middle to place down other buildings. We'll build around that. Offices area is coming along quite nicely over here. And then we're starting to get a little bit of industry coming there. So we'll wait it out. We'll see what we can come up with. Okay, people are now using this. Whoa, 144 passengers served? Are you for real? That seems quite a lot just to go into that one area. Where's the monorail? We're losing money because it's quite expensive to run. But that seems a little bit crazy. It's got to be everybody from up here though, isn't it? That's, you know, which one's being used the most? 158. 111. Public transport. It says 2 a week. That hasn't fully updated properly, has it? That seems quite excessive. I didn't know this was going to be as used as much. People seem to love the cable car. I'm about to call it a monorail. They're probably coming over here to the observatory though. That's like, you know, a way. It's a landmark up here though, isn't it? And the national park. Don't forget that. Okay then. Right, we'll wait it out then. Wait till everything's built, and then we'll see what happens then. Right. So I had to enable the super demand mod at this point, because it's just taking forever to actually get anything built because of the point where we are in the game. But look at this nice little industry area right now. Just little bits like that, just like dotted around the city. It should be perfect Because the city is to the point now where everyone's educated enough that they're going to want to work in offices and stuff like that. See, 41% of the population's highly educated. So not everybody's going to want to work in these areas. I think it'd be quite good to have a walking bridge over to this area. So I think if we do something like here somewhere, if we can manage it. Let's see what we can come up with. So let's go up by one. So we can bridge it across. It all comes down then. Where do we make the connection? How many buildings do I destroy? That is the question. Quite a few, apparently. Quite a few. Right. Let's bring it down. I'm going to have one path go there. One path go here. So all three of those connecting quite nice and just filter through. So you can walk if you want to. If you like live over here and work there, you can walk it, which is really handy. Otherwise, it's a long drive. It's a very long drive. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Nice little bit of industry there. Might think about removing traffic lights here just to keep the flow, even though there's no issue. Just having at least 2 cars lined up is enough for me to remove traffic lights. Look at this. Look at this down here. What is going on right now? Is there like what seems to be the problem over here? Is there like okay, because this is all originally set up for when we did what's the word? We had all the industry in here. How I filtered it all through. That should all update now, and everyone should change where they need to go. A lot of people walk in there, which is kind of cool. Let's have that filter that way. So if you want to go that way, you have to go down there. Just keeps the traffic flowing nicely. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff on here, didn't I? Got a little filter in there. We are going to see some high traffic come into this area anyway, because this is just got the super demand mod. Everything's all built, so we're seeing vehicles moving for the first time. And look at that! Look how they fill up the big buildings that we placed in. It looks really, really good. So these new recycling centers need water. Let's get those in. What's our garbage demand? Oh, we're floating around like being not too good. So we might need to put some more in at some point. Nobody's moaning dramatically just yet. Is any garbage kind of disposal in this area? Nothing over here, so it might be worth placing like a large recycling plant here somewhere if I can squeeze it in. If not, we'll go for like a... I don't want to do an incineration plant. We could do a recycling center versus this one. Which is the better one? This one's cheaper. Alright, we'll throw that in there. We'll do 2. 2 on either side. There we go. That'll give some demand in this area. Even though it doesn't need the demand, but the demand's there just in case. There we go. Let's creep this up a little bit more. Anybody using this now? Yeah, there's a few people using it. Nice. So that was worthwhile. How is this now? 168 people using that one. 248. How many people are using the cable car? This seems a bit ridiculous. It says 23 there though. It just takes longer than a week to get up there then, doesn't it? So it is being used. It's being used. Oh, we're slightly making profit there. What's that? Off the... Is that the monorail? I think that's the... Wow, we're making profit of the monorail. Not the monorail, the metro. That's the first time I've probably ever made money off a public transport system. 4,278 people a week using it. It's like all of a sudden the city has just realised, oh yeah, we've got a really great transport network. Let's use it. It's like all of a sudden they just realised they can use the transport network. Holy moly. That's actually pretty dope, isn't it? It's the first time I've ever made profit off a transport network. It's not very often you do make profit off it. Which is very interesting. What seems to be the issue over here? Oh, these need water too? There we go. You got water. Why is it flowing over here? Is it okay? Are you flowing alright, mate? Is it worth doing like now? Like if I built something off here and went under. What's this? Oh, it's a big slope though, isn't it? Can I get... Oh. Right, I could do this here. Let me just pause it because we're going to demolish that. Just to create that. Just to give the quick loop around. Let me get that path connection back up and running. So, keeps them off the island. Keeps the island flowing. Do we have any traffic light problems? Don't feel like we do. Why is the traffic situation here though? Can we filter in? It's kind of removed everything that was originally on here. Which is fine. Oh, it flows nice. It actually flows pretty alright. So that will keep everybody off the roundabout who wants to turn that way. Thus, keeping a nice bit of flow. Now, what is the issue here? I think we need to try and sort this out. So, let's say if you come off this, or here, you filter into that lane. That will keep the flow there, keep these guys in this lane. That ultimately almost fixes that issue straight away. Ah, I see what the issue. I see what the major issue is here. Is the crossing. They're trying to cross there. So let's actually delete that and that. And then we'll do this. We'll do that like that. We also need to... Oh, it's not going to like it, is it? I do need to get something here. Right, hold on. And then just tell this road here not to cross. So which is the restriction now? I keep forgetting which is the restriction. Junction restrictions. So no crossing, please, anywhere. So that, because basically the cars are stopping there to allow the people to cross the road. But when that's not there, they can flow perfectly. But they will choose to cross here. But then, if there's nothing on this side, there's no reason for them to cross. Now we've got the bridge going across. Which that bridge is very high. There we go. That's a reasonable size. Look at this, guys. We're fine-tuning the city. It's kind of cool, isn't it? It really is. Right, so now we're like doing little tweaks. And stuff like that. I want to make it where the traffic can't do a left turn there to keep the traffic going out, flowing. So it all bows round. Keeps the flow perfect. Nice. Right, so that now should filter out evenly. It has to merge because these guys... Do you know what? You can do something a little bit better. Let's say here they either go that way or that way. Once they get up to this point, you could, if you wanted to, merge that way or go straight on. Alright, just humour me, guys. Just humour me a second. Wait for them to figure out where they're going. Alright, oh, we don't want... Oh, there's a turn there. Why is there a turn there? Right, Right, you go straight on. Right, wait for them to figure out how this now works. And then we should be good. There's a bus in the way. Right, that now should keep the flow going for both roads. Perfect. Right, it's all flowing nicely. So the next issue then, we have this one here, this little backlog. So some cars are going straight, some cars aren't. So if we tell them that that is only, that's for that turning only, they'll soon update their route. And everybody in this lane will be solely going this way. And what if I upgraded that road? Alright, let's now redo this. So upgrade it. So you can go both ways, but when you get to here, this one goes to the right. That one goes left and straight on. And that should hopefully filter it. Keep it moving a little bit more quicker when they decide which way they want to go. Can I change? What's the speed limits on these roads? 140 and 40. I thought that was 60. Would they move a bit quicker? It's the angle. It's the angle of the road is the problem, not the speed limit. But then again, it is going. The issue is this slow, slowly but surely disappearing. What if, right, I do this instead? Rather than that one go there and that one, make them go straight on. Because it filters into the big 2-lane way there. Keeps the traffic going. Alright, remove traffic lights there. Speed limit. Do 40 and no 60 on them ones. People are crossing there. That's another issue that we're going to have. Junction restrictions. No crossing there. I just told them no crossing there and they're still crossing. Right, there we go. They're now no longer crossing. No crossing there too. I want to keep this junction flowing for the traffic. And that solves that. The progression, guys. The progression right now. We're just literally micromanaging the city to its fullest extent. Right, let's see these issues then. Too few services. Oh, there would be in this area, wouldn't there? So, policing. You've got policing. Police station's there. Fire. Oh, the fire could be the one. No, this is policing. That one was fire. This is policing. Well, do you know, we should get both of them in. Why not? We'll have a little police station here. We'll have a little fire station there, just on the outskirts. Does it need healthcare? Where's the nearest closest healthcare? Those. We'll place some healthcare over here so it benefits more the residential. And it'll filter into there if they need it. Right, there you go. You got your services that you're complaining about. Leave me alone. Right, are we still making money off the metro system? No. Now we've dropped 3,000 we're losing. What happened? What actually happened? Did people just decide, you know what? The subway system no longer exists? Still, the same amount of people are still using it. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Wow. It's kind of cool at the same time, though. We're losing like 5,000 a week. That's fun. Issues down here. Not enough educated workers. Should we look at schools then? What's the schooling situation? Elementary school. We don't really have many, do we? Well, we've got quite a few, but we don't have many, like, for the needs. So, let's drop one there. One there. One there. Right, give some good demand in that area. We do the same here. One there. One there. Where do I throw it over here then? Right, one there. One there. We'll do 3 over here in total. There we go. So that's literally upped our capacity. How much was it per one? 300. So I placed down quite a few. So we got a couple of extra 1,000 elementary kids able to now join the party. High school, how much you get per high school? 1,000. We literally have none in many areas. Right, one there. This is going to be very expensive for us in the long run. So there's all the high school kids. High school there. I'll squeeze on in just here. Slope is too steep. On that side. We'll get 2 over here. This can be in the industry. No, yeah. Let's make this slightly in the industry area. 1 there. And we'll do this one. There. So that's up in our kind of capacity again. We don't have any over here too. Shocking, isn't it? Right, 1 there. Can I squeeze any here? 1 there. So they're dotting them around again. That's quite a few high school. It's quite a few high school. University is okay. High school, elementary. You might as well get some more elementary in these areas where we haven't got them in yet. The demand for elementary is ridiculous. Right, I'm just going to place these in various spots. School on the hill. I'd love to go to that school on the hill. That would be a nice school to go to. Right, what are we up to now then? We've got 9,000 capacity. Still got a long way to go. Have we not got none in this area? Have I missed all these bits and bobs out? My mind is blown how I've missed this whole area out here. We're up to 10,000 capacity. Right, where else have I missed? Oh, we could do some over here too. We don't have one over here. Nor do we have one over here. Right, we've almost got the demand under control. That should be fine. Right now. We should have enough educated people. So I'd be interested to see how things change then. Because we've got 17% uneducated. Now with the additional schools, there's now a lot more availability to go to school. So we should see that drop and everything else increase. Job-wise, it's only now 15% of the population unemployed. Again, we should see that change over time as we build more and more stuff. But it's not going too bad, is it? We've done some great progress today. A lot of stuff has happened. We get some garbage needs over here, which these will eventually sort it all out. We've done a load of micromanagement. That's kind of what the episode's really been about, micromanagement. Still got a lot I want to get in. And it's just, there's so much I want to get in, and it's just so much I want to do. It's just I gotta pick, like, I gotta just tick each thing off the list solely, you know, one by one over time, and we get it all done. But the city is nowhere near complete. It looks so good, but it's nowhere near complete. There is so much to do. I hope you did enjoy it, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.